Okay, so Meghan Markle got a free Disneyland trip for her family of four for only 2-minute cameo in a 70-ish Disney anniversary special. Yeah, it was only about 2 minutes, which makes me wonder, how much does Disney pay per second of Meghan Markle on screen? Let's break it down because honestly, these clips are not that great whatsoever. Hello everyone, I'm Star Chairs, and in this channel, we analyze videos and articles through the lens of PR. All right, so let's go to the first clip.
I can imagine myself working there.
You know, life is full of surprises.
Finally, Harry has a job, or at least volunteers for one, right? Forget the royal duties, forget Archwell. Disney might just hire him to sweep Main Street or wear the goofy costume. Imagine the headlines. Prince Harry now available for parades, fireworks, and popcorn refills. And then Meghan just saying, life is full of surprises is basically code for, yes, honey, just take it. If this deal flops, take it. At least we'll get free park tickets. Harry finally having a job. That'll be the day.
A royal visit in the park and at home from none other than Harry and Meghan.
To go through all these things and to see it through your children's eyes, it was just amazing.
A royal what? Oh, goodness. Please, what the what? This isn't Buckingham Palace. It's a brand collaboration in mouse ears. Let's call it what it is. Meghan and Harry just filmed the world's most expensive Instagram reel, sponsored by the House of Mouse. Meghan's line about seeing it through her children's lives, that's not a heartwarming mom moment. That's influencer copy. Blur the kids' faces, sprinkle in motherhood, attach it to a $1 billion brand, and voila, you got hashtag sponsored content. This isn't Regal, people. It's retail. Disney didn't book a Duchess. They booked a mom-fluencer with a crown emoji in her bio. That's it. That's all they did.
And the castle welcoming real-life royals.
It was amazing, and you do. It brings out the kid in you again.
Harry and Meghan, fresh off a family visit.
And I think for us to be able to have our own childhood memories and then watch that play out through our daughter's birthday. And Archie said, when's my birthday?
Harry says Disneyland brings out the kid in you. Yeah, duh, Harry. That's what Disney charges $200 a day per kid for. It's called marketing, not nostalgia. And then Meghan tying her childhood memories to her daughter's birthday is influencer storytelling 101. And Disney didn't just book royals. No, because they're not royals. In fact, let's be real. Meghan is a social media influencer, and I showed you in the last video. She is now a mommy blogger, and this was her mommy blogger moment. All right, for the last video.
Well, it's just so magical. And I'm a Southern California girl, so being able to go to Disneyland is more accessible than it is for most people, but it's still the biggest treat in the world. One of my biggest experiences at Disneyland was going for grad night. Grad nights, all high school seniors, you go after hours, it's dark.
Take, for example, Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, visiting the park with their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, to celebrate Lily's 4th birthday.
For us to be able to have our own childhood memories and then watch that play out through our daughter's birthday. And Archie said, when's my birthday?
And losing it as a kid with all the characters, like losing it, like, oh, this is amazing.
When we see Harry with his own family, we immediately recall those images 31 years earlier of Diana on Splash Mountain with her sons and Disney World. Her hair soaked, smiling, and just completely free. And it was so much more than a holiday.
With my mom.
You know, with your mom?
Yeah, my brother. Very, very well. Space Mountain was one of my favorite things.
Still one of your favorite rides.
Of course. But I went round and round and round, probably 10, maybe 12 times. To see the kids throw themselves into these experiences when they have no idea what they're walking into it was amazing. And you do, it brings out the kid in you again.
Oh, here we go. Harry cannot open his mouth without pulling Diana or William into the frame every single time. He leans on his mom's memory like it's a permanent life raft. because deep down, he knows, they know I should do that. They know. Without Diana, without his brother, without royalty, he and Meghan barely register. Barely, if any. Meghan tried to set this up as her California girl grad night moment, but it was dull and boring, and Harry immediately drags it back to Diana on Splash Mountain. Why? Because Disney knows that nostalgia sells and the Sussex brand doesn't. Diana is the currency, emotional currency, and Harry is just the ATM spitting her out. Think about it. This is supposed to be a story about their kids and their joy. Instead, they are circling back to his mother and his brother. And did you see how he looked when he said his brother? I felt, this is just my opinion, let me know, I felt like he truly, truly loves that moment and rejoices in the past where he wished he would still be with his brother and his family. But that's just me. That's just me, because he looked a little bit too happy talking about, his brother. Because on their own, him and Meghan and Harry don't have any cultural weight to carry the segment. Without the royal family, Harry and Meghan are just another couple on a free Disney trip, tagging the brand for clout. Let's be real though, because nobody is lining up for Harry, the husband and influencer. But slap Diana's smile and William's name on the same breath, suddenly it feels like history. And without that tie, Harry's just Harry, and nobody's going to pay $200 a ticket to ride that attraction. Now let's talk about their 2 days of pure joy. A regular family of 4 would spend about $2,000 to $4,000 for a Disneyland weekend trip. But for Meghan's family, Meghan and Harry's treatment was VIP. Let's remember that. So if we do the math here, let me see if I can pull something up really quick. The park hopper tickets, lightning lane passes, dining, meals, luxury hotels, and the big one, which is Disney's VIP tour guide service, $600 to $900 an hour. That's a 7-hour minimum, which is about $4,200 to $6,300 per day for 2 days. That's $8,400 to $12,600 just to skip the lines. The grand total of this little Meghan's thank you at Disney trip was worth allegedly about 12 to 18 grand before flights, before merch, and before Mickey shaped ice cream. Wow. And I wonder if they paid them more for this. So when Meghan posts 2 days of pure joy, it's a lot more than joy. Disney comped them that ticket or that trip, which is worth about 15 grand. And that is immensely stupid, in my opinion. So imagine doing the math on this. 2 whole minutes of airtime in the 70+ minute special. Disney trip worth 15 grand plus whatever they paid them to be on it. Meghan recycling her influencer mom quotes and Harry sprinkling yet another Diana reference. Like, how much did they get paid? Another 15? Did they really just get on for 15 minutes here for that free trip? Oof. The cherry on top, though, is Harry straight up pitched himself for a job at Disneyland. Forget global philanthropist, forget royal rebel. Harry's career plan B is Goofy, which, let's be honest, might actually be the role he was born for. So no worries, Harry. When Archewell finally collapses and Netflix stops returning phone calls, you won't be unemployed. You will be happily employed next to Main Street Parade, waving at kids with Mickey gloves. The Duke of what? Yeah, more like the Duke of sponsored content because of his wife. Ouch. Wow, Meghan really did drag you guys really low. Anyways, welcome to Influencer Life, Harry and Meghan. Your Highness, the mouse signs your checks now. All right, guys, that is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.